Hello dear students. Unit 4 of Financial Accounting 6 subject is Alteration of Share Capital and Internal Reconstruction, and in this video you are going to learn problem 9 on internal reconstruction. Balance sheet of Mysore Sandal Limited stood as follows. Here you can see the balance sheet, fixed assets, current assets, P&L account on the asset side, share capital, debentures, current liabilities and provision for tax on the liability side. Let's have a look at the adjustments. Fixed assets to be written down by 33 1/3%. So the value of fixed assets are being reduced by 33 1/3%, that is 1 by 3. So this will go to the last entry, capital reduction account debtor to P&L account to preliminary expenses. So that entry, in the last entry, you'll be writing two fixed assets, 33 1/3% of the fixed assets value given in the balance sheet. Current assets to be revalued at 27 lakhs. So the value of current assets in the balance sheet is 35 lakhs. It is being revalued at 27 lakhs. So the value has reduced by 8 lakh rupees, which will again go to the last entry. Decrease in the asset and increase in liability will go to last entry. You will utilize capital reduction account balance to write off all the accumulated losses and reduce the value of overvalued assets. Okay, preference shares decided to forego their right to arrears of preference dividend, which were in arrears for 3 years. Whenever preference shareholders forego their right to arrears of preference dividend, there will be no entry for that. Only if you make a payment or you issue shares in return for the preference dividend, in that case you will be getting an entry, journal entry, whereas for preference dividend foregone, there will be no entry at all. Okay, so for this adjustment there will be no entry because it's just foregone and there is no payment made in the form of shares or in cash. Next, taxation liability is settled at 4 lakhs. 3 lakh rupees provision for tax has become 4 lakhs. So this is an increase in liability which will again go to the last entry. One of the creditors of the company to whom company owes 25 lakhs decides to forego 50% of his claims. So the total creditors of the company is included in your current liabilities. Creditors is included in your current liability. You do not know what is the exact amount of creditors. But out of your total current liabilities, your one creditor to whom you are supposed to pay, the company is supposed to pay 25 lakh rupees, he has foregone 50% of his claim. So 12.5 lakhs he is telling that you don't pay me, it's okay. Okay, so he has foregone 50% of the claim, and for the remaining claim, out of the for remaining 12.5 lakhs, you are giving 5 lakh rupees worth shares, that is 1 lakh shares of rupees 5 each. So you are giving 1 lakh shares of rupees 5 each in part satisfaction of the balance. In part satisfaction, not in full satisfaction. What do you mean by part satisfaction? Out of 25 lakhs, 12.5 lakhs he has foregone. Remaining 12.5 lakhs, 5 lakhs you will pay now. Remaining 7.5 lakhs you will pay later. Okay, so the balance of his claim will be paid later. So it's a part satisfaction. 5 lakh rupees is part satisfaction, not full satisfaction. Okay, so 5 lakhs you will pay now, and remaining 7.5 lakhs you will pay later. Okay, so that 7.5 lakhs will be reflected in the balance sheet, that is supposed to be paid later. So we will look into the journal entry for this later on. So rate of interest on debentures is increased to 11%. So in the balance sheet you have 8% debentures of 3 lakh rupees. It is increased to 11%, and the debenture holders surrender their existing debentures of 100 rupees and exchange the same for fresh debentures of 75 rupees. So 100 rupees debentures are being surrendered and 75 rupees debentures are being issued. Okay, so they take over fresh debentures of 75 rupees each. Okay, that is 11% debentures, and they surrender this 100 rupees debenture. So debenture value is being reduced from 100 rupees to 75 rupees. 8% debentures have become 11% debentures. That's all. We will look into the entry for this later on. Next, all the existing equity shares to be reduced to rupees 5 each, and preference shares to be reduced to rupees 75 each. Have a look at the equity shares. 10 rupees each equity shares. 7 lakhs is the old equity share capital. So your journal entry will be old equity share capital account debtor 7 lakhs into 10 rupees given in the balance sheet. 70,000 into 10 rupees, 7 lakhs. So this one is given in the balance sheet, 7 lakhs, and 10 rupees is given in the balance sheet. So obviously 70,000 shares is understood. 70,000 shares into 10 rupees is 7 lakhs. This is the existing equity share capital. To new equity share capital, now 10 rupees share is reduced to 5 rupees. You can see it in the adjustment here. It is reduced to 5 rupees. So to new equity share capital, 70,000 into 5, 3,50,000. Remaining 3,50,000 will go to capital reduction account. That is, out of 7 lakhs, 3,50,000 is a new equity share capital. Remaining 3,50,000 will go to capital reduction account, being conversion of equity shares of 10 each to 5 rupees each. Similarly, preference shares entry you have to pass. Preference shares are reduced to 75 each. In the balance sheet, you have 13% cumulative preference shares of 100 rupees each, 1 lakh. So old 13% preference share capital, 100 rupees each, 1 lakh. So 1000 shares of 100 each it is. Okay, so 1000 shares of 100 each will give you 1 lakh rupees. To new 13% preference share capital, there is no change in the percentage of dividend here. So you will write old and new. Preference share capital 1000 into 75. This value is given in the adjustment, 75 rupees. So 1000 shares are as it is. 1000 shares into 75, 75,000. Remaining 25,000 will go to capital reduction account. Next, for debentures, you had an adjustment. So rate of debentures have increased to 11% from 8%. 8% debentures have become 11% debentures now, and debenture holders are surrendering their 100 rupees debenture in exchange for fresh 75 rupees debenture. So it is 8% debentures account debtor, 3,000 into 100 rupees, 3 lakhs. It is given in the balance sheet. 3 lakh rupees is 8% debentures. 100 rupees is the value of each debenture. They are surrendering their existing debentures of 100 rupees each. So it is 3,000 into 100 rupees, 3 lakhs. To 11% debentures, 3,000 into 75 rupees. It has been told that 100 rupees debenture have become 75 rupees. So 3,000 into 75, 2,25,000. Remaining is to capital reduction, 75,000. 3 lakh minus 2 lakh 25, 75,000, being conversion of 8% debentures of 100 each to 11% debentures of 75 rupees each. So here you have written equity shares reduction entry, preference share capital reduced entry, and 8% debentures converted to 11% debentures, and 100 rupees worth debenture have become 75 rupees. So 3 entries are done. Let's move on to the next set. Creditors claim has been reduced. So here you can see creditors worth 25 lakhs. Okay, they are foregoing 50% of their claim. 25 lakh rupees worth creditors are foregoing 50% of the claim. So 25 lakhs into 50% will go to capital reduction account, that is 12.5 lakhs. And for remaining 12.5 lakhs, out of which you will only settle 5 lakh rupees now. You are issuing new equity share capital. So 1 lakh shares of rupees 5 each. 5 lakhs you will pay now. So out of 25 lakhs, 17.5 lakhs is settled. So remaining 7.5 lakhs will be shown in the balance sheet. Okay, so claim foregone by the creditors and shares allotted in part satisfaction of the balance of the claim. What do you mean by part satisfaction? Remaining 7.5 lakhs will be paid on a future date. Okay, so that's why complete 25 lakhs we are not showing here. 7.5 lakhs will be shown in the balance sheet. Remaining 7.5 lakhs. So out of 25 lakhs, 50% is foregone, and for remaining amount, for remaining 12.5 lakhs, you are giving 5 lakhs now in the form of equity shares, and remaining 7.5 lakhs will be paid on a later date, and that's why it will be shown in the balance sheet. So only 17.5 lakhs is cleared as of now. Okay, so I hope you have understood this. So creditors to whom company is supposed to pay 25 lakhs are foregoing 50% of the amount. So 12.5 lakhs is foregone, and for remaining 12.5 lakhs, out of 25 lakhs, 12.5 lakhs is foregone. For remaining 12.5 lakhs, 5 lakh rupees worth shares are issued, and remaining 7.5 lakh rupees worth shares are remaining 7.5 lakh rupees whatever is supposed to be paid to the creditors will be shown in the balance sheet. Okay, next, the last entry. So have a look. We have finished the entry for these two adjustments. This one, debentures related adjustment, was the third entry, and this one was fourth entry, creditors related. And all these are going to go to the last entry, that is capital reduction account debtor to P&L. So there it will go. For adjustment number 3, that is preference dividend foregone, there will be no entry at all. So now we will directly move on to the last entry. So last entry will be capital reduction account debtor to P&L account 3 lakhs. So asset side you have accumulated losses, that should be first written off. So capital reduction account debtor, when you're writing, add up all these amounts 3.5 lakhs, 25,000, 75,000 and 12.5 lakhs. So all these amounts are added. 3.5 lakhs from first entry, 25,000 from second entry, 75,000 from third entry, 12.5 lakhs from fourth entry. So add up all these amounts, it will come up to 17 lakhs. So to P&L account you are writing 3 lakhs. This is on the asset side of the balance sheet. Accumulated losses, whether it is mentioned in the question or not, it should be written off, because the internal reconstruction process is only done to write off accumulated losses. Okay, and then to fixed assets, 15 lakhs is the value given in the balance sheet into 33 1/3%. You are writing it down by 33 1/3%. That's why 15 lakhs into 33 1/3%, 5 lakh rupees. Okay, so 15 lakhs is given in the balance sheet. Here you can see 15 lakhs fixed assets, 33 1/3% should be reduced. It should be written down by 33 1/3%. So 15 lakhs into 33 1/3%, 5 lakh rupees you will get. To current assets, 35 lakhs is the value in the balance sheet, 27 lakhs is the revalued value, 8 lakh is reduced, that's why you show it. To provision for tax, your adjustment number 4, provision for tax has increased from 3 lakhs to 4 lakhs. 3 lakhs was there in balance sheet, 4 lakhs is the new value, so it's an increase in liability. So here what all comes is decrease in the asset, increase in the liability will come here. So provision for tax has increased by 1 lakh rupees, so that will also be written off in the last entry. So here it is clear, there is no balance left out. 8 plus 5 plus 3, 16 plus 1, 17 lakhs is cleared, being utilization of capital reduction account balance. So I hope you have understood journal entries. Let's move on to reconstructed balance sheet. So you should look at the old balance sheet and the adjustments and then do the reconstructed balance sheet. So equity shares in the old balance sheet were 10 rupees worth. Now it has been reduced to 5 rupees each. So equity shares of rupees 5 each. Here this was there in the first entry to new equity share capital 3 lakh 50, and this 5 lakh is there in the fourth entry. You have issued 1 lakh equity shares of rupees 5 each, 5 lakh rupees worth equity shares to creditors. So this is from the first entry, this is from the fourth entry. So your total equity share capital is 8,50,000. So here you can see first entry to new equity share capital 3 lakh 50, fourth entry to new equity share capital 5 lakhs. So put together, nowhere else you can find equity share capital. So 3 lakh 50 plus 5 lakhs, you will be writing 8 lakh 50 on the liability side under shareholders funds share capital. Next, 13% cumulative preference shares of rupees 75 each, 75,000. This will come from your second entry directly, and nowhere else you can find cumulative preference shares. So as it is from second entry, you will write it off. So you can see your second entry, 13% preference share capital 75,000. The same thing is as it is copied. Then under secured loans you have 11% debentures of 2,25,000. That should be written secured loans 11% debentures of 2,25,000. There are no reserves and surplus. There is no capital reserve. There are no general reserves. Nothing is there. So reserves and surplus will be nil. And under secured loan you will write debentures 11% debentures of 2,25,000. Next you have current liabilities. So have a look at the old balance sheet. So you have written equity shares and preference shares. Looking into the journal entries, 8% debentures, you have looked into the third journal entry and you have written 11% debentures there, because 8% debentures have been changed to 11% debentures of 75 each. Next is current liabilities and provision for tax. So current liabilities is 39 lakhs. So your creditors is included in current liability. So out of 39 lakhs, 17.5 lakhs is settled. Okay, so you can see creditors 17.5 lakhs is settled. Okay, so that's why 39 lakhs minus 17.5 lakhs, remaining 21 lakh 50,000 you will show on the liability side. Current liabilities, total current liabilities 39 lakhs. 17.5 lakh is settled now. Okay, 17.5 lakhs is settled in the sense 12.5 lakhs they have foregone and 5 lakh rupees worth shares you have issued, and this amount is settled now. So remaining 7.5 lakhs is supposed to be paid to that creditor who has foregone 50% of his claim. Okay, so out of 39 lakh, 17.5 lakh is settled, so 21.5 lakh is supposed to be paid still, so that will be shown under current liabilities. Provision for tax has been increased from 3 lakhs to 4 lakhs, so 4 lakhs will be shown here. So your total amount is 37 lakhs. Okay, next have a look at the asset side. Fixed assets were written down by 33 1/3%, so 15 lakhs minus 5 lakhs, 10 lakhs. Okay, and current assets are revalued at 27 lakhs. Other assets were P&L account. P&L account is written off in the last entry. So if you look at your old balance sheet, only two assets were there, fixed assets and current assets, and we have written it. We have written the revalued value of it. P&L account was written off in the last entry. So your sum comes up to total asset is 37 lakhs, total liability is also 37 lakhs, so it is tallying. I hope you have understood this problem. If you have any doubts, always feel free to contact me. Thank you so much.